Well, Kayla, before I get into the 30,000 foot view of our industry, if you will, what has your experience been with the financial advisor?
So I haven't worked directly with an advisor. I have some mutual fund accounts and like a UGMA, but I haven't worked directly with an advisor before.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Well, you're in the minority. Someone your age, as young as you are, will typically hear, I haven't had any experience at all. So I'm glad that you're kind of ahead of the curve there. If you will, we have our industry that can be broken into three easy parts. The first is going to be your investment side, and that's typically what a lot of people think of whenever they hear finance. They think stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, and they're going to be wrapped around in some accounts like a traditional 401k, your Roth IRA, and some 529 plans for education funding for the kiddos. And then the second piece of our industry is what we call risk management, and that's just a fancier way of saying insurance. So it'll cover the 5 different types of life insurance, some annuities for some downside protection in the market for those of us who have clients that are nearing retirement or they are retired. That serves as a vehicle there for them, and then some disability and long-term care planning as well. Really, where we add the most value is in what we would call the financial planning aspect, and that's really whenever you take a look at your investments and your risk management policies that you have in place, you want to make sure that they're working in unison with one another instead of you sitting there scratching your head going, I don't know why I have all these different accounts and I'm just funding them. I don't know why I have them. So financial planning kind of gives you that clarity, and it allows us to kind of say, okay, hey, your priorities that you gave us, here's what we're using in order to get you there. So depending on who we speak with, popular ones would be retirement planning, education funding, and asset allocation for business owners. A lot of the clients that we speak with, they subscribe to that common approach of I have a little bit of money in my 401k and I've got 1 or 2 shares of Apple stock. So inherently you guys have a portfolio, but y'all don't have a strategy behind why y'all have what y'all have. It's just little bits and pieces, if you will, things that you have accumulated over the years. So we kind of flip that on its head and go, okay, well, here's a strategy that we're going to use in order to get you to early retirement, and we'll get those funds in place accordingly. So if I had to ask you for 2 to 3 top financial priorities, what would they be?